We need these to breathe at night, and yet we never clean them enough. Let's work on this together, clean with me, and let's get a better night's sleep tonight. The reality is our CPAP machines hold so many germs. It's on our face every single evening, every single night for long periods of time. I wish we had the money to get this sent to a lab to see the germs that were to build. I have to confess, we haven't cleaned our machines in quite some time. It's kind of disgusting. It's time. We need some motivation, so we figured we'd make a video. I'm sure we're not the only one. So we're gonna show you guys 3 different ways, depending on your energy levels, how to clean your machines. 3-second, quick, I don't have any energy, I need to go to bed, but I haven't cleaned my machine in a while and I need to just get a quick clean done. 3-minute quick clean and then a full machine clean. So watch with us. If you want to go straight to the quick clean, there'll be a chapter. If you want to just go to the big clean with us, and go get your machine clean with me today, and let's get this done. So as you can see, there's grime and buildup absolutely everywhere on this thing. So here is the simple fact. This is the piece that touches your nose and the face the most. And so we have a very quick solution. If you have the money, buy these CPAP mask wipes on Amazon. There's a few different types. I'm super allergic to perfume, so I buy the non-perfume ones. The link will be down in the description below. If you don't have the money for this, Costco sells Cetaphil in bulk. Get the super daily cleanser, normal oily skin. This stuff works wonders. This and a cloth, you've got yourself set. You just take a wipe, clean this out. It's super simple. You just have to wipe inside and outside, get all the oilies off, all that dead skin, and then reconnect yourself and go to bed. It's that simple. 3 seconds and you are done. If you've got the energy to do nothing but this, you've got yourself good. It might not seem like much, but it's better than doing nothing, I promise you. Couples who CPAP together stay together. Luke and I have had machines for a few years now. We have learned a lot. My mask has had some fair share of its wear and tear, and so has Luke's. Now, I want you guys to take a guess down in the comments below. How long do you think I have had my mask? And how long do you think Luke has had this mask? So these specific masks. Now, yes, we've had our machines for a while, but how long do you think we've had these masks specifically? In the comments down below. And drum roll, please. My mask is just over a year and Luke's is just over 5 months. The reality is everyone has a different face, everyone has different needs, and everyone wears their mask completely differently. Luke wears his masks very, very quickly, just the way he sleeps, and just the way his high need for sleep apnea. He snores a lot and he has a lot of apnea. His masks just don't last very long. I think it's just the reality of the way he sleeps. And we replace his mask every 6 months on the dot. If we don't, I don't sleep. It's just the reality of our lives. My mask is just over a year old. It is at the end of its life. I should have probably replaced it at the year mark. We just haven't had a chance to go pick up a new one. It is so done, it's not even funny. We actually replaced this piece at the 6-month mark because this piece, I have a super oily face, so we replaced just this part because the rest of the mask was doing really well. It is time for a brand new mask. I'm having a hard time with certain parts of it. They do recommend about a year for the masks themselves. I know they're very expensive, but the reality is if you have sleep apnea and you want a good night's sleep, replacing these parts when they come at the end of their lives is really critical. If you want them to last longer, over that year mark or longer, you have to clean them, and you have to clean them consistently. So these cleaning tips are really, really important. If you want them to last longer, you have to clean them diligently. So this is cleaning number 2. You've got a bit more energy. You're about to go to bed. You realize, your nose piece is kind of disgusting. Your tank hasn't been cleaned in a while. These are 2 really important pieces to keep clean. And so this is a very quick clean that you can do on, maybe not a nightly basis, but every few nights. Every week, if you just don't have the energy like me, this is an important clean to keep track of. You may not be able to do it all the time. These 2 pieces are critically important to keep clean while you're using your machine all the time. So let's race and get these things cleaned as fast as possible, but let's do a good job. Now, remember, not too much soap and not too much heat, because these plastics are a little finicky and we don't want to destroy them, but we do want to get all of the crap out of them. This seal comes out. Come on, water tank, give me some heat, at least a little bit. Now, if it wasn't for this video, I would have probably filled our sink. And the big thing with the tank is in the nooks and crannies, if you've got just the cloth, there's like, not algae, but like green gunk that builds on the bottom of the metal plate. And that's really the stuff you want to get off of this tank, and that you want to clean off. Especially when you haven't washed your tank in a while. These 2 pieces do come apart quite easily. Just lift. And that's it. Next up, and last but not least, the dreaded big clean. Now, this is something I do a little bit differently. When I clean my full equipment, I typically fill the sink, put some soap in it, and put all the equipment in and let it sit for 5 minutes. So let's do that. Now we're gonna take all our masks apart, fill our sink with lukewarm water, put some Cetaphil in, put all of our pieces in the sink, and let the soap and water do its beautiful job. Let it soak for 5 minutes and come back to it. Quite frankly, I've let this sit up to 4 hours. Don't recommend, but if you forget and fall asleep, it's okay. Come back to it when you can, when you have the energy, and we'll see you in a little bit.
A few moments later.
Now that the soap and water has done its beautiful job, we're gonna just wipe everything down quickly with the wonderful cloth. Make sure that all the suds and everything comes off. Make sure that all those beautiful face oils are off of the equipment. And then we will let them dry. It's one of those things that you gotta let the system do the work. I just don't have the energy to, dry it off myself. And so, I always do this at a point in the day where I've got lots of time to let things dry and do their thing. If for some reason I decide to do this at a point in the day where I don't have quite enough time to let everything dry, it's called a blow dryer, people. I've got one. If you don't have one, pick one up at the thrift store. Just blow dry everything dry. It doesn't take very long. I've done it a few times. It's very, very simple. Most of these pieces don't take very long to dry. Honestly, these bad boys are kind of the most annoying. It's one of those things that they also hold the most amount of oils. They're kind of the hardest part to clean. God, this sink is already nasty. And so I usually just kind of wring them out a little bit. You want to not stretch them out too much, especially when they're wet, because they can stretch out quite easily. And, you know, just let them kind of do their thing. Wring them out as much as you can. And after that, just let them hang. I will often let them hang off the sink. Try and let them dry out. And let's get to our hoses that, as you may have noticed, we haven't seen yet. Here's the thing. Most people have told me to put these hoses in with the rest of the equipment. The amount of times that I've filled these up and I cannot get the cleaner or the face cleaner or the soap out of them is despicable. I hate the smell and the taste of the soap, and I can never get it completely out. So I've actually stopped doing that. I've started filling my hoses like this with water. I just let them fill completely, and I just hold them and just swoosh them in and out. Just really because these never fill completely with water. I usually get Luke to do this because, quite frankly, I just get very tired. I'll do this for a little while, and I will then make sure that I close the loop and get the entire hose clean this way. Really get the water completely through the system. And then from there, I actually hand wash or clean these actual clips. And then that's enough for me. These hoses are actually really, really gentle. I've actually broken one of them. They are fairly easy to break, and I am just too ginger with them now to add the facial cleanser into them, because I've had to taste the facial cleanser too often after doing them when we've done them in the past. And so this is my way of cleaning them. If you've got tips, or if you've cleaned these in a different way, let me know in the comments down below, because quite frankly, this is the only way I've been able to do it lately to keep them clean and not have any side effects post cleaning when it comes to doing a major clean on these beautiful hoses. I hope this video was helpful. Next time you want to clean your equipment, or if you're feeling a lack of motivation, I hope you bookmark this video and watch this when you just need a little bit of oomph to clean your CPAP equipment. It is so critically important to keeping you healthy, keeping your equipment working properly, and keeping you sleeping properly, which is so, so critical to keeping you well. And so I hope this video has helped you in some way, shape, or form. We'll see you guys in the next one, and don't forget to slow your roll. If you've liked this video, we did an entire video on CPAP and why it is so important to get you and your family members tested. Check it out over here.